Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Come on, everybody.
We're here to talk one of our favorite shows and probably our show of the summer, Claim to Fame Season 2. This is the season finale. A great 2 hour season finale event. I really liked the blocks. I wish they kind of maybe did a few of these blocks throughout the summer, Bri. I really think this show is really interesting to be able to breathe throughout 2 hours. I think it makes a lot of sense. The speculation plays over. I think just a lot, and overall, just saying very positive on the finale as a whole. Very positive on season 2. Make sure you're subscribed here and on TikTok to catch all of our reality TV coverage. Just full warning, we are about to go into spoilers. We have our season 2 champion, Brian. It was a whirlwind kind of event the last 2 episodes, but Gabriel Cannon, younger brother of Nick Cannon, star of Drumline, host of America's Got Talent, plenty of other accolades in the entertainment industry. Very good guy, very friendly, played a very fair game, never betrayed anyone, and really being as true and honest to his story, which was his family member being like a professional athlete, but stayed pretty genuine throughout. Um, all the props to him for winning. I have my opinions on how this went down and maybe who I think may have been a little more deserving, but I'm not going to rain on his parade to start. Brian, I want to get your reactions to Gabriel's win and just your overall thoughts.
So first off the top, you said show of the summer. I mean, Love Island USA would like a word, but
I listen. I'm giving you some respect there,
I know, I know,
Brian.
I know,
People
I
with
know, I
birdie
know,
hate.
I know. I'm just kidding. No, we love the show. What you said based off of like the double block just before. It would be awesome if the show wasn't paired with Bachelor. Like I'd like to see how it
Preach.
did. Like if it just came back sooner or like took a couple weeks off, but while Bachelor's on, and then maybe like it can get its own spotlight back. Because when it was on at 8, it was great. It's great for us. People seem to like it. The only people complaining were Bachelor Nation, and frankly, I don't really care about Bachelor Nation.
Yeah,
So
facts.
yeah, no, I'm happy.
You're
I like
Spitfire.
Gabriel. I everything you said about Gabriel, he was a good dude. He played like didn't really screw anybody over. Um, again, like the game is the game. So he got it right. Can't really complain about it. This season had a lot of like back shit. Is it not? It's not foreshadowing. It's like hindsight, right? Is that what it would
Yeah,
be?
we
With
had a lot of flashbacks.
flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Okay. So this is where we'll go with this, and this is what I mean. I thought that the final four, Carson, Dale Earnhardt Jr., the NASCAR stuff had been out there for a while. We're not going to try to overrun that too much, but Carson going out, I thought that was probably the easiest move. She feels like she got set up by Monet and Gabriel a little bit. You could say that, but I just think that she was the safest bet for everyone. And I think that
Yeah.
regardless about how the guessers would have came out, I think she was who would have went. I do think, though, frankly, and this is something I want to really get the commenters' main opinions on, really, of anything this episode. I like that the other eliminated guests come back in a manner. I wish it was more like in a challenge. Like they did use them in the
Mm.
challenge, right? That's fun.
Yeah.
If they want to do something related to clues with them in a challenge in the finale, I'm fine with that as well. I do not like that they just get to have this open spoiler cocktail party with all the eliminated, jilted guests, and you either have your boys or your enemies giving you the right or wrong information. And I just don't, I think it's sloppy. I'm sorry. It's the one complaint I have about this entire show, the entire season period. I don't like how this was handled in the finale because we got to see that two ways. One, JR set Gabriel up on JB Smooth. He sent him right along his guess. And I don't think without that conversation, he gets that identity at all. Two,
I
I
agree.
think that Monet knew Nick Cannon with Gabriel, and she knew about the Osmonds. And if she had gotten forced to guess Chris, that she would have guessed Donnie Osmond and would have gotten it right. I don't know where the hell that came from because she never mentioned him out loud ever, but like she knew him. But three, like, look what would have happened to Chris if Chris had gone up and guessed. he would have definitely went with what Jane told him and guessed wrong on Gabriel, right?
Well, and the first one, Gabriel would have decided who goes where.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. So like we're talking like maybe the outcome of the challenge would be different. But I guess if we're saying if I get what you're saying though, like if it got
Yeah.
down to like Chris was the final two, that would be like would have guessed Terry Crews been wrong. Real quick, did I don't remember it being like that much of a spoiler in season one, like them chatting that much. Or
No, they didn't. No, no, no. I don't know whether it was the relationships or the producers told them, whether it was in season one, they told them not to say anything, or in season two, they either said nothing to them or promoted them to be spoilery based off what they maybe. I think that at worst, I think they didn't want any of the final three to not know anyone, and that's maybe a
yeah.
worry that the producers had. I mean, in hindsight, when we're watching the edited with the confessionals and all, it's
Mm-hmm.
easy for us to know, right? Maybe there was a genuine concern on production that like it was going to be a clunker and everyone just didn't know anyone. Again, at the end of the day, I feel for Monet. I think Monet at the end of the day played the best game. For a
Yeah, I
while, I
agree.
thought Chris was playing the best game.
No,
But
Monet
when
did.
you came down to, we started talking about that probably the last 2 weeks, that Monet has just really been
Yeah, she was
sneakily.
winning the challenges where you had to like act. She knew her knowledge of other people, not even just the
It's
celebrity
huge.
relatives, was awesome. Like it was so big. So like that's why I think it was kind of similar to Kiki Palmer's
Yes.
relative last season. Like the knowledge of knowing, like, and then Jane comes in and like we were expecting Jane to be
Lady
like super
Jane.
helpful, and then she gets Terry Crews. So like, yeah,
It's
whatever.
interesting.
But
This show should be on more. I wish it was on more. I wish it was like twice a year. I don't need to be oversaturated, but 2 times a year I think would
yeah, I
be
think two
perfect.
times can work. What else was I gonna say? So and also I don't know if you remember, but Gabriel said in passing the Osmonds before the people came back. So he did
Yeah.
say something, but he wasn't confident in that. That's where Monet kind of like was like, "Ooh, that's pretty good." And then she said Donnie. He didn't know the name. He was just said the Osmonds and to
It's
her.
just
But
crazy. Like,
it's crazy. Yeah,
yes,
you're right. It is crazy how it just like comes into their mind.
right at the finale when, like, again, the guy has been guessed wrong 3 times. Like, that's a
Yeah.
lot. I bet even if when we get 2, 3 seasons down the line, 4 seasons down the line, there's gonna be somebody got wrong, guessed wrong 3 times.
Yeah,
A
I think
lot.
that's a that's the thing with some of these singers, uh like they're just it's the same with honestly it's the same thing with Carson with the there's so many race car drivers that like like unless you have like a name down number like sponsor you can pick two or three and it's not a bad guess. It's just you need to have like specific facts and they're not always giving you that in this game.
She did a very good job of doing the subtle nods to Jeff Gordon versus Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah,
I think
and that's
she
what you got to do
realized
if you have that.
those were the only two that were going to be the main two guesses at first, and then people would start deep diving, I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah.
And so she did a great job of making it. I mean, Final Four, nothing to sniff at. If there had been some kind of a immunity at stake, maybe she would have had a shot and gotten a chance to make it to the final three. But at the end of the day, I think it shows that it's really key to win early challenges. The early challenges, taking away clues, gaining leverage,
Yeah.
getting a group together. And frankly, also, the other thing in this game at the end of the day is you need to have a kind of pseudo, not that big time relative, because JB Smooth should have won it, right? Like that should have won it for her.
I mean,
Some of the
yeah, but I
moments
mean,
that
Nick
they did.
Cannon's pretty big. I would say Nick
Nick
Cannon's
Cannon's
pretty
big,
big.
and they people screw. I told you to. Something we brought up like 2, 3 episodes ago was that next season they need to balance out a little better. People need to have a little bit better pop culture knowledge. If there's
Yeah.
10 contestants, you need at least 5 that are like actually competent. And not this season, there was literally 2. It was Jane and it was
Monet.
Monet. That's it.
Yeah,
Those are the
yeah, I
only.
agree. It's kind of sad, honestly. Not that's not sad is not the right word, but
It is kind of sad for where
these
we
people are
are, what
around
we're
all these
doing.
celebrities and they don't
That's what I'm.
know.
It is sad, exactly.
Especially like if these a lot of these people have a lot of connections to Dancing with the Stars, you would kind of think that like they would, and I think that's kind of how Monet got Donny Osmond, she watched a lot of Dancing with the Stars. It sounds like. So I mean, I think maybe those should. I don't know. They
I
were
just
pushing that
also
show
kind
all
of
over on
did.
commercials.
This is why I love reality TV. This is kind of my last thought for this season. I want to end it on a little bit of positivity outside of the game. This show did a really good job. And even if it was even for someone like Chris, who would seem relatively like unrelatable, unlikable, the monologue of like growing up in someone's shadow and wanting to be
Yeah, no, that was nice.
relatable to like a parent, like I don't care if your parent's a celebrity or not, like that's relatable, right?
Mhm.
Those are the moments there where like you can say like where's the emotional core of some reality TV shows? It's right there. That's why this show's good. The show's real, and I appreciated it. It was like a validating moment almost of like humanity to see that. Also, FYI, Hugo and it was Olivia, the redhead, they're dating now in real life.
Really?
Yep, facts.
Dang. Okay. Would you see that on a tweet?
It's been actually it was like about 2-3 weeks ago. I
Oh,
should probably
okay.
tell you, but it's still going on. Yeah.
Wow. Good for them.
Yeah. So yeah, that's first
Playing
claim
the
to
fame
fame birthday.
babies.
First claim presidential babies. Listen. They hurry up. Like if Jimmy Carter's still alive, maybe they get like a White House or like a nice like state wedding though. I mean, not for nothing.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't say they did have a casting ad, so the show
Yeah,
will be coming back. Like you
I
said,
think that was
I just
pretty.
wanted to have its own spotlight, and I think anybody watching this, you love the show. We love the show. I think
Back
you
to
agree.
8 p.m.
Yes, please. 8 p.m. I don't 10 p.m. That's BS.
Listen, I'm sorry, but they pick this again. It is like the people that like are the executives and people they don't watch their shows.
No.
Claim the Fame got really good as soon as it got swapped to 9, and Bachelor
8. It was on at
season
8. It was on at 8.
when it got swapped, it got good as soon as it got swapped to 9. Or swapped to 10. I mean,
In the season, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
when they swapped it like 3-4 in is like really when season 2 picked up. When they swapped Bachelorette is right when the season went
Sucks.
downhill. And you can
Yeah.
watch our reviews. We liked the first 3 weeks. And then I'm pretty sure they swapped right after that.
Like, why does it need to be on Monday? Why can't they put it on if they're gonna do Bachelor's on Thursdays, maybe moving forward, but like
They
put it
stay
on
on
Tuesday.
Thursdays. It's
Put it
such a
on
better night.
Tuesdays.
You know what? It's such a better night because I'm even thinking about the demographic, right? You're like, it's mostly like 40 and above. It's mostly women. It's a great show for them on a Thursday night to go into school teaching or go into work on Friday,
You
talk
talking
about it on
Bachelor here?
Friday, and it's a good like happy hour topic, right?
You talking
Monday,
Bachelor?
it's like you're never going to talk about Bachelor by the time Friday comes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just if they're gonna do it, put it on a different night. Like, how many shows are honestly like how many reruns of shows do they probably playing? Like, I don't even know what is on ABC. Like, I'm
Well,
not
ABC's
proud.
got a lot of like BS. They do like Grey's Anatomy. They do like all the they do all like those. It's Disney. They own a lot of crap. They do Dancing with the Stars. Well, actually, I think Dancing with the Stars is on Hulu now. Actually, so which is still Disney. It's on
Huh.
Disney Plus. I mean,
Yeah, just I don't. It doesn't need to be paired. I think it's strong enough now that it doesn't need to be paired with Bachelor on
I
Fun.
agree. I agree. I just
Yeah, I mean these people running these people in charge of businesses are dumb.
listen. Know they would be smart is to hurry up, like you said, and cast the damn show in the listings because this writer strike, nothing's resolved
Yeah,
yet. Go, you could start filming something in like 2-3 weeks.
yeah. If they even said like at the end, it's like all right, season 3 starting next week. I'd be like, that would have been an awesome surprise.
Starting Thanksgiving.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they have other stuff. Probably they have Golden Bachelor, Bachelor in Paradise. That's going to go
Right,
through
and
until
that's
like
Thursday.
November.
Like Thursday's completely booked now, but like you have all these, you have 3 other days. Popping in on
Well, they
Tuesday.
have Monday for Monday Night Football, so they're good on
Popping in
that.
on
Well, that's
Tuesday.
ESPN. No, it's ESPN. Yeah, so it's not even. What the f
Tuesday.
is?
I think Tuesday's a good day.
I mean, I don't care. Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. Wednesday prefer. I'm on
8
Wednesday for
o'clock.
watch.
Whatever day. Pick the day that works with 8 o'clock.
No, I agree. I agree. Listen, overall, like point reason we're even bringing all this up is a great show. I
Yeah.
think it's a great show. There are other shows we cover, even on ABC, that could go somewhere else. Bachelorette has been a disaster. Talked to my mom, by the way. She at dinner tonight. She watched the whole season of Bachelorette. She's like, I thought it was okay. I was like, you're nuts.
You're like, do you know that I cover this shit?
No. Oh, that's not the top. I'm like, have you been watching my reviews? She's like, no, like I don't. Again, I
Yeah, of
don't get
course.
YouTube. I'm like, yeah, no crap.
Yeah, of
But
course you
like,
don't.
hold on, what's that
You
called?
meddling kids.
No, yeah, it's like really like it's like if you hear my dog barking, he's having like a dream, by the way. But yeah, overall, I'm like, no, man, it's a terrible season. I'm like, but she's all into like the Golden Bachelor. Again, she's
Yeah,
on
dude.
like
They saw there was a commercial tonight where they're gonna release the cast.
Jerry,
Yeah.
Jerry.
So the
I
women
tell her
will.
I would literally want to get like my mom on an episode. Like, Ma, what do you think of these ladies? Like,
Oh, you mean you want her to come on? I thought you
yeah, we'll
wanted
get
to
her on.
tell
I'm
like
like,
she's
I'll
married.
get her on like, I'll get her on like a FaceTime. Ma, what do you think of these ladies tonight? Real quick, like you don't have to sit on a full episode. She will not sit on a full episode. Be like, Ma, give me like we can make it a segment like Debbie's like 60 seconds, 2 minutes. Ma, what do you think of these ladies tonight? Like, what do you think was crazy? She would just be like, I just don't understand that date. Like, I don't think I would love it. Like, get like random like a random listener of the week and they can get 2 minutes of thought, right? Like something like
Mhm.
that. Either way. All of you that follow us on Claim to Fame really appreciate it. We love your comments. We love the theories. You all were very respectful, by the way, of the parameters we set up as far as like spoilers and speculation. You let us guide. If we mentioned the name, then you mentioned the name. So kudos to you. I'm not even being, I genuinely mean that. You guys are one of the better comment sections of shows that we cover. So kudos to you guys. We love having you around. Looking forward to next season. But check out all of our other playlists. We do a lot of competition shows. We do a lot of love shows. We do even things like the Traitors, the Villains is going to be coming up. Shows that I still think fit the kind of parameters of the show as well that you guys would like our takes on. And if not, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at least, and you can still see the stuff that we have going on and you can catch us. But thank you for watching this season. Really appreciate you guys. But until the next video, for myself and Brian, thank you. Peace.